Could the fuel that's powered general aviation for decades be on its last legs? If you're a pilot, you've probably heard the buzz about 100UL, 100-octane low-lead Avgas, facing a phase-out as the push for unleaded alternatives like G100UL gains momentum. It's 2025, and the skies are changing, literally and figuratively. With environmental pressures, new fuel options, and a deadline looming, what do pilots need to know to keep their wings in the air? Let's dive into this high-octane topic with enthusiasm, clarity, and a bit of cockpit swagger. The 100LL dilemma. Why the fuss? Picture this. You're pre-flighting your Cessna 172, checking the fuel for that familiar blue tint of 100LL. It's been the lifeblood of piston engine aircraft forever, thanks to its tetrathyl lead TEL additive, which boosts octane to prevent engine knocking in high-performance engines. But lead is the problem. The EPA's 2023 endangerment finding labeled lead emissions from aviation a public health threat, especially for communities near airports. General aviation pumps out about 70% of U.S. lead emissions, and with only 0.1% of fuel consumption, that's a big red flag for regulators. The FAA's Eliminate Aviation Gasoline Lead Emissions EAGLE initiative, launched in 2022, aims to make general aviation lead-free by 2030. That's not far off, and it's got pilots, FBOs, and manufacturers scrambling. 100LL isn't going away tomorrow, but the writing's on the wing. Unleaded Avgas is the future, so what's out there and how does it affect you? G100UL, the unleaded trailblazer. Enter G100UL, the rock star of unleaded Avgas. Developed by General Aviation Modifications, Inc., GAMI, it got FAA approval in September 2022 for fleet-wide use via a supplemental type certificate, TC. This 100-octane unleaded fuel is a drop-in replacement for 100LL, meaning it can mix with it in tanks and requires no engine modifications. Just a placard and a POH addendum. It's already being sold at places like Reed Hillview Airport in California, which banned 100LL in January 2024. Why is G100UL a big deal? It burns cleaner, leaving no lead deposits in combustion chambers or on spark plugs, which means less maintenance and happier engines. UND Aerospace reported a 25% drop in inspection times with unleaded fuels like UL94. G100UL's slightly denser, 6.2 pounds per gallon versus 100LL's 6.0, but it offers a 3.5% higher thermodynamic output, potentially boosting performance. Over 1 million gallons have been produced by VTOL Aviation, and distribution is ramping up, starting with California airports. But there's a catch: cost. G100UL is pricier, estimated at 90 cents to $1.10 more per gallon than 100LL. That gap might shrink as production scales, but for now, pilots are weighing cleaner engines against fatter fuel bills. Plus, some concerns linger about material compatibility, with reports of fuel leaks and paint issues in late 2024, prompting caution from manufacturers like Cirrus, who've withheld approval pending further testing. Other players in the unleaded game. G100UL isn't alone. Swift Fuel's 94UL is available at 35 airports, serving low-compression engines like those in older Cessna 150S or Rotax-powered LSAs. Their 100ER, a 100-octane option, is in the approval pipeline and has completed 400 hours of endurance testing. Once approved, Swift plans to phase out 94UL. Meanwhile, LyondellBasell VP Racing's UL100E is chugging through the FAA's Piston Aviation Fuels Initiative, PAFEI, with approval expected in Q3 2025. It's also a drop-in fuel requiring minimal changes. MOGAS, automotive gasoline without ethanol, is another option, available at 180 locations. But it's tricky. Ethanol is a no-go for most aircraft fuel systems, and finding ethanol-free MOGAS is a hassle. Plus, it's not suitable for high-performance engines needing 100-octane fuel. Is 100LL really going away? Not immediately, but the clock's ticking. The EPA's endangerment finding sets the stage for regulatory action under the Clean Air Act. But the FAA and EAGLE are ensuring 100LL stays available through 2030 to avoid grounding the fleet. Alaska, where aviation is a lifeline, gets an extended timeline until 2032 due to its unique infrastructure challenges. Think single-tank airports and barge-delivered fuel. Some airports like Santa Clara County's Reed Hillview and San Martin have already banned 100LL sales, pushing unleaded options like G100UL or Swift's UL94. But with only a handful of airports offering unleaded fuels, 35 for UL94, a few for G100UL, availability is a hurdle. The 3,500 FBOs selling 100LL today face big decisions. Add tanks or trucks for unleaded fuel, manage misfueling risks, and navigate insurance changes. Pilots in high-traffic areas like California or Colorado, where Centennial Airport offers UL94, are seeing the shift firsthand. But in remote spots like Alaska or Montana, 100LL's dominance will likely persist until distribution networks catch up. What pilots need to know in 2025. Here's the practical stuff for pilots buzzing around in 2025. Check your engine. About 68% of the GA fleet can use lower octane fuels like 91UL or 94UL, but high-performance engines, think Lycoming or Continental in a Cessna 172 or Piper Cherokee, need 100-octane options like G100UL or 100ER. Rotax engines thrive on unleaded fuel. Some models have shunned lead for years. Know your engine's requirements to avoid detonation risks. Get the STC. To use G100UL, 94UL, or MOGAS, you'll need an STC costing a few $100. For example, $240 for a 160 HP Cessna 172. Experimental and home-built aircraft, 18% of the fleet, need a different approval process, which isn't fully defined yet. Plan your fuel stops. With unleaded fuels at only a fraction of airports, flight planning now includes checking fuel availability, much like Tesla drivers map charging stations. GlobalAir.com can help you find FBOs with accurate fuel prices. Maintenance perks. Unleaded fuels reduce lead fouling, meaning cleaner spark plugs, valves, and oil changes. This could save time and money, especially for flight schools burning through hours. Stay informed. OEMs like Cirrus and Lycoming are still testing G100UL for compatibility. Using it might void warranties until they sign off. Follow Eagle updates at flyeagle.org for the latest on approvals and infrastructure. Push for supply. Demand drives availability. Tell your FBO you want unleaded options. Pilot pressure can speed up the transition. The fun side, flying cleaner, flying smarter. Imagine taxiing up to the pump, filling your tanks with amber-colored G100UL, and knowing you're cutting lead emissions while keeping your engine pristine. It's not just about saving the planet, though that's cool. It's about fewer maintenance headaches and more time in the air. Picture a cross-country flight in your 172, landing at an airport that's already gone unleaded and feeling like you're part of aviation's next chapter. That's the 2025 vibe. Challenges and community chatter. The transition isn't all smooth air. On X, pilots are hyped about G100UL, but frustrated by its slow rollout and higher cost. Some worry about supply chain snags, especially in remote areas, while others are skeptical of the EPA's push, fearing regulatory overreach. Manufacturers and FBOs are cautious too. Cirrus's warranty warning and the lack of ASTM standards for G100UL have sparked debate about its readiness. A California judge in 2024 ruled G100UL isn't commercially available yet, citing limited acceptance and technical concerns. Still, the community's buzzing with optimism. Flight schools are eyeing unleaded fuels to cut costs, and early adopters like Livermore Municipal Airport are proving it's possible. The key is collaboration. Pilots, FBOs, and manufacturers need to work together to make unleaded Avgas the norm. 100LL isn't gone yet, but its days are numbered. By 2030 or 2032 in Alaska, unleaded fuels like G100UL, Swift's 100R, or UL100E will likely dominate. The transition will take time. Think new tanks, updated training, and more STCs. But the benefits are clear. Cleaner engines, fewer emissions, and a sustainable future for general aviation. Keep your wings up. So is 100LL going away? Not today, but the horizon's clear. Unleaded fuels like G100UL are taxiing onto the runway, and 2025 is a pivotal year. Whether you're a sport pilot in a 172 or a bush pilot in Alaska, now's the time to get ready. Like and subscribe for more aviation updates. Share your fuel thoughts in the comments, and let's keep the GA community soaring toward a lead-free future.